Jagannath Puri Temple is an Orissa temple located in Puri, which is about 69 kilometers from Bhubaneswar, the capital of Orissa. The Jagannath temple is one of the Char Dhans, holy abodes that are held sacred by the Hindus. The temple is historically believed to date back to sometime between 1078 to 1148 CE. But the construction of current structure is believed to have been started by the Oriya king Anantavaman Chodaganga Deva and finished by Ananga Bhima Deva in the year 1174 CE. However, there are references to the Jagannath Puri temple in the various Puranas, including the Skanda Purana and the Brahma Puranas. Legend has it that the original Jagannath temple in Puri was constructed by King Indrayumna, who was the son of Bharat, an ancestor of the Pandavas from the Mahabharata. It is believed that King Indrayumna had the idols of Jagannath, Balarama, and Subhadra, made from the wood of a daru, neem, tree, which floated to the seashore. The holy flag known as Patitapaban Bana, which stays on the top of the shikhar of the Jagannath temple, always flows in the opposite direction of the wind. No matter how strong the winds are, or to which direction the winds change its flow, the flag always waves in the opposite direction of the wind. The chakra is 20 feet high and weighs a ton. It is fitted on top of the temple. But what is interesting about this chakra is that, you can see this chakra from any corner of the Puri city. The engineering behind the placing and positioning of the chakra is still a mystery, because irrespective of your position, you can always feel that the chakra is facing towards you. It surprises everyone that no birds or planes fly above the temple. By contrast, such an aspect is a rarity at any other temple in India. The site is a no-fly zone, which has not been declared by any state powers, but by some divine power. This phenomenon also apparently has no explanation. It still remains a mystery. Some people say that due to religious beliefs, the government doesn't allow planes to fly over the temple, but nobody can answer why birds are also following this rule. The Jagannath temple has 4 doors, and Singhadwaram is the main door of the entrance to the temple. While you enter through Singhadwaram, you can clearly hear the sound of waves. But once you pass the door, the sound becomes inaudible. Even if you take a turn and walk back in the same direction, you will no longer hear the sound of waves. In fact, people do not hear the sound of waves as long as they are inside the temple. Everybody knows that, usually in the coastal areas, the wind flows from the sea towards the land during the day, and from land towards the sea in the night. However, in Puri, the geographical laws are also reversed. Here the complete opposite happens, that is, in the evening, wind flows from the sea towards the temple. The prasadam, which is a special delicacy, is cooked in pots, using firewood. 7 pots are used for this and they are placed one on top of another. But the most interesting and surprising thing is that, the food in the pot, kept at the top, gets cooked first, followed by the second and so on. Which means, that the food in the pot, kept closest to the fire ends up cooked at last. The prasadam, made in the temple has never been wasted, even for once, depending on the day. Records state that 2,000 to 20,000 devotees visit the temple. But, the quantity of prasadam, which is cooked in the temple, remains the same throughout the year. Yet, the prasadam never gets wasted or is insufficient in any given day. As per an 1800-year-old tradition, a priest climbs atop the shikhara of the Jagannath temple every day, in order to change the flag, practiced religiously since the past 1,800 years. It is believed that in case this ritual is ever missed, the Jagannath temple will remain closed for a total of 18 years. The temple is as tall as a 45-story building, and no protective gears are used for the same. It is performed with bare hands. The idol-changing ritual of the Shree Jagannath temple is one of the most mysterious and sacred rituals. Navakalebara is a unique feature of Shree Jagannath temple tradition, which occurs once at intervals of 8, 11, 12 and 19 years. Navakalebara means new embodiment, the periodical. It involves the total replacement of the 5 worshipped wooden idols. The reason for replacement of the idols every 12 or 19 years is traced to some astronomical and astrological considerations. But the most mysterious feature of the idol changing ritual is the Bramha Padarth. Some believe that the Brahma Padartha is the heart of Bhagwan Shri Krishna, while some believe it to be the navel and some believe it to be the remains of Bhagwan Krishna's body. The day when the idols are to be changed is fixed at a special moment. Devotees are not allowed to visit the temple on that day. A curfew is imposed around the temple of Shree Jagannath and electricity is cut off of the entire city. The oldest priest in the temple gets the honor to change the idols and shift the Brahma Padartha from the old idols to the new ones. And the priests, who transfer the Brahma Padartha of Lord Jagannatha, their eyes and hands are bound by silk cloth. It is said that no mortal being is allowed there to watch or touch the Brahma Padartha directly, and that it would result in their immediate death. The structure of the temple is so precise that it does not cast any shadow at any given time of the day. It doesn't matter what time people visit, they can never see the temple's shadow. It still remains to be deciphered whether it is an engineering marvel or a phenomenon that can be attributed only to the divine force. The 8-spoke chakra was brought all the way up and introduced on the Gopuram 2000 years earlier. The designing procedures utilized at that time still stay a puzzle today. The chakra upright at the highest point of the temple is 20 feet in height and weighs a ton. How this wheel was taken at the top and installed is another mystery that is still unsolved.